Hello, friend.
Yeah, remember it's reversed championship standings for the grid.
Welcome to RBX Round 3 at Catalunya. This is the Red Bull X Endurance Series, sponsored by Player, PC Gaming Made Easier. You can find details of our sponsor in the description.
At this speed I can do 40 laps on this fuel.
This is a 90-minute race around Catalunya.
It's a strategy.
It's multi-class. This is the top two classes, which are the X 2014 standard. You can just see pulling away now after formation lap. And also from 7th place down, we've got the X 2019 competition cars, just slightly slower.
Okay, when you stack, odd number places are on the right.
In the background, we've got the race control radio,
Odd.
which we keep on for the entire race.
Podium?
Number one is.
Yeah. But you'll be going almost side by side.
These races can get a little bit complicated, so we keep these radios on constantly. And this is it. Mr. Bombastic leads us away, our pole sitter.
Group A's gone.
Behind him, Roxilla, then Kevman, McFlurry Twist.
Over
They
to
hate
the right
Melty.
first.
This is the second group. We see the competition cars just pulling away, and that's it. We are off for 90 minutes of racing. This is just the highlights.
Group B's gone. Have a good race.
Thank you.
So let's see how these strategies play out. Strategy is a big deal. Roxilla and Kevman are 1-2 for the race asylum cars. They hate Melty in the Red Bull car, then Tweetman in the Escuri car. Is Mr. Bombastic. He's dropped down to 6th. He's had a really, really difficult start. It looked like he got damage as well on that SSBB2 car. Roxilla and Kevman having a dream start, pulling away there. There's a free choice of tyres in this particular series, which allows people to really play around with the strategies. We're going to see very, very different strategies. They'll need to fuel up as well. Damage is on heavy, so any damage needs to be repaired in the pits. It will not automatically run off.
Looks like Melty's on his way, so.
They hate Melty is the danger man. He's currently the championship leader. He had that brilliant opener at Laguna Seca. Right now, Kevman acting as rear gunner.
I'm not going past you. You're quicker than me anyway.
I'm not.
Rear gunner there for Roxilla. You can hear them talking on the radio.
Melty's here.
Kevman now tries to block Melty. He'll try and come through to get second place, and then if he gets his way, the lead. Right behind Melty is his championship rival, Tweetman, in the Escuri car. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 battle. We've got McFlurry Twist just holding on in the background, and whatever issue Mr. Bombastic had, he's fallen away. In class, the class 2, essentially the competition class, Sharp Sir's leading the way with the E-Team Brick car, followed by Sprinkler in the SSBB car, and then Daniel Legend in the Race Asylum car, followed by the Vest in the other Race Asylum car, and then John Boy for the Red Bull Endurance team. Mr. Bombastic a very long way back. He's got damage to his front aero and his front right wheel, so he's coming up with a barrier at some point.
Stupid sausage.
It's unfortunate. The drivers hating that final sausage curb in these cars. The ride height of these cars is incredibly low, so any high curbs really upset them, and that's going to be something we need to look out for in this race. Although there's a slow car in the background, couldn't tell who that was. Mr. Bombastic's jumped into the pits for the repair, so he'll be thinking of a new strategy for this race. They hit Melty less than a second behind Kevman, who's doing a great job of sticking with Roxilla, who we know to be a very fast driver. Kevman, it seems, really getting to grips with these Red Bull cars. Mr. Bombastic's lost a lot of time. He's fallen right back down into the competition category, so he's going to have the slower cars to get past. Of course, if they're not being lapped, these competition cars don't have to get out of the way of the standard cars. Sharp Sir and Sprinkler battling for the lead of the competition class. Sprinkler takes the lead there for the SSBB1. Very nice. Good clean move, good clean race, as we like to see. Side by side action. And it looks as though Sprinkler's got the legs to get away. Sharp Sir on the softs there. The softs seem to be holding together. I think the degradation on the Catalunya track is actually quite low.
Penalty for what?
They Hate Melty has damage and he's had to jump into the pits. Also, They Hate Melty carrying the hard tyres. Oh, he hasn't got damage, he's getting rid of the hard tyres. That's because of success ballast. The hard compound is to slow the leaders down. Tweetman also starts on the hard tyres. So, Melty switching to an aggressive strategy. No, he's left those tyres on.
Thank you, Melty.
Okay, oh, of course. I'm being very forgetful. Melty had a pit stop go penalty to serve from an issue in the first race. Which is why he pitted there. So Melty actually on the back foot, and that promotes Tweetman into third. You see Mr. Bombastic scything his way through the competition cars now. He's going to go to clear Sprinkler, and then he's back into his own class. And I don't believe Sprinkler's going to give him any issues. No, he goes out wide, lets him through. They're not racing each other. They're in a different class. There was no point in actually fighting that. And Mr. Bombastic already purple. So he's really on it. He wants to get back up there with the front runners. And why wouldn't he? Mr. Bombastic currently the highest point scorer in the SSBB2 team. Got very unlucky at the end of the Spa race when he spun.
No, you.
And it sounds like Roxilla's having issues.
Got damage.
Yeah, Roxilla has issues. He's heading to the pits. Let's see what happened. Oh, he hit the sausage curb. Oh, and it just fired him into the barrier. So Roxilla there pitting to get rid of damage. Which means Kevman takes the lead. Tweetman in second, McFlurry Twist in third. So that's Race Asylum, Escuri, SSBB1. It's very quick. These races, how they can change. One little mistake and that is it. You are just gone. Probably down to the sheer speed of these cars. The top speeds on this track not quite as high as top speeds were at Spa last time out, except for on the main straight. Now Tweetman hunting down first place. Oh, he's lost time though, and that's how. Again, a victim of a high curb in that last chicane.
I hate this chicane, it's so bad.
All of the drivers struggling that last sector, it would seem.
Can't be too aggressive.
And that's put McFlurry Twist on the back of Tweetman. And if he can stay there, there could be a chance of a tow on the main straight. Kevman almost 5 seconds up the road, so he's got a bit of breathing space. Tweetman, of course, can't push heavily on these racing hards because he just doesn't have the grip to do so yet. And we've got back markers already, even on lap 9, so that just gives you an idea of how fast these standards are compared to the competitions, even though their specs are so very close. The additional downforce on the standards is just incredible. Kevman running on fumes by the look of this. He's going to dive into the pits. Has Tweetman still got fuel in that car? He has. So Tweetman's been fuel saving. And he takes the lead of the race. McFlurry Twist goes through. He's been really fuel saving. McFlurry Twist. He's got lots of fuel left in that car. Of course, the actual compound of tyre does affect fuel usage. So lots of different things to take into account with the strategies. Lap 11, Tweetman is in the pit, so McFlurry Twist, who still has fuel in the tank, is still going. The SSBB1 driver from South Africa, absolutely, serene out front. We've seen no issues, no mistakes from him. 21 seconds in the lead. Obviously he's got to make a pit stop yet, but that's a brilliant drive from him. Mr. Bombastic's made it back up to second. Roxilla's made it back up to third. And Kevman's fallen in behind Roxilla, so things as they were at the start for those
He
two.
says in chat that it's a great circuit, but I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not.
Tweetman has jumped onto the mediums.
How's he messaging and driving at the same time? I'm having a line keeping it on the track.
And Melty's gone onto the soft, so Melty going very aggressive.
I think he's just showing off. Oh no, he's in the pits.
That's all the pit stops done except for McFlurry Twist. Of course, Mr. Bombastic pitted for damage earlier. Looks like he's going to have to pit again very soon. This is Daniel Legend. He's chasing Sharp Sir. This is for second and third in the competition class. Mr. Bombastic just sides his way past there. I think it may have caught Daniel Legend off guard for a moment. Daniel Legend quickly uses the distraction of that to catch up with Sharp Sir. And he's definitely going to have some slipstream. Oh, Sharp Sir out very wide. That was Daniel Legend through into second in class and 8th overall. So that was quick thinking, quick reactions. Like Sharp Sir there coming to have another look at him. Maybe a little bit of contact there. Is this fight done and dusted, or is it going to carry on going? Daniel Legend there seems to have a lot more front end on that car. He's able to pull away. Yeah, I think that battle's over. Great racing from those two. "12 laps in now, not even half an hour gone, and he's battling hammer and nail. But finally, McFlurry Twist in the pits. Just 1 litre of fuel left. Absolutely on the ragged edge of fuel. Is Roxilla about to retake the lead? We'll follow him round. Yep, that's Roxilla back into the lead of the race.
JSM in chat says good luck boys and girls.
Kevman coming through there in the background with Tweetman right behind him. I don't even think there's a car's length between those two.
I assume he's talking to very specific boys and girls there. Not everyone.
No, I'm sure you're on everybody.
Lots of support from the YouTube chat when we live stream this. For the drivers. Now look at this. Tweetman less than a second behind Kevman. This could be quite an epic battle. This is Race Asylum versus a Scurry. Tweetman currently sitting very high in the standings after that win in Spa last time out. It's a very dominant performance. Not quite so dominant this time around. In part, I think, to the success ballast he was carrying. Kevman a little bit faster through that sector. So Tweetman possibly saving fuel. Maybe sitting in that slipstream, just not using as much of the car. Also, Tweetman on mediums. So perhaps he just can't follow as well through the slow sections. Oh, didn't quite get that right through there. Managed to carry plenty of speed though. Should be able to use a toe down here. Is he going to try and make a pass into that first tight corner? He's not catching up all that well, to be honest. They hate Melty about 6 seconds back, so Tweetman wants to be getting on with it, getting past Kevman, because he'll know that his rival's catching up. He was there in the background of the shot. So this is critical right now.
Oh my god.
We've got a yellow flag up ahead. Oh, and that's your race leader Roxilla, who's got damage to front aero and front right tyre. What happened? That wasn't quite far enough back. Let's try again.
The slightest little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, I
Carried
do
too
have
much
to
speed
pause
through.
and let the AI take over to get you
Is that
back
my
on track.
fault, Melty?
Oh, and then putting the power down, loses the back end and spears into the barrier.
Everything's cracking off around me. Like everyone's lagging like crazy.
Very unlucky from Roxilla there, pushing a little bit too hard.
Is everyone suffering lag problems?
No, I'm fine. The only ones
me,
who
I'm
were
fine.
lagging on my screen was Danny and Golfy. But I haven't seen Danny, so I don't know if he still is.
Okay, drivers there just
Thank God he's
No,
not.
he's not.
just comparing the connection qualities.
There's only one time I've seen him. He jumped a little bit.
For very crucial information. Roxilla has dived into pits. Looked like he had a pit stop scheduled anyway.
Yeah, it sticks out, doesn't it?
They Hate Melty now has closed in to just under 4 seconds onto this battle. Tweetman needs to be getting on with passing Kevman, or Kevman needs to be getting on with going faster.
Oh God!
That's not the way to do it.
No, that's a shame.
Kevman carries far too much speed into that corner. Is that leaving vulnerable to Melty? Oh, he didn't see Melty.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you.
But that's okay, they didn't make contact with reactions from both drivers. And in fact, Melty's going to get through here. So there we go, Tweetman first, They Hate Melty second. This is the battle we expected for the lead. And it looks like it's going to be happening. Roxilla coming out in the pits in 6th, so he lost a lot of time through that accident. But right now, less than a second separates the leaders. We're still in the first half hour of the race as well. It's incredible. Okay. Tweetman there, give it some Tokyo Drift. That's points for style, but not going to do anything for your straight line speed, Tweetman. Take another look at that, because that was quite the save. Going through the first section there. Just over 100 miles per hour, and the back end steps out. No problem. They Hate Melty now right on the tail of that Ascuri car. Of course, Tweetman carrying the medium tyres for his long stints, and They Hate Melty on a softer compound, so They Hate Melty with the tyre advantage. Tweetman takes defensive line. Can he get past the Race Asylum competition car? Like it tripped him up a little bit there. Obviously nobody's fault. The closing speed of the standard cars on the competition cars is just incredible. Okay, we're about to approach that all-important main straight. They Hate Melty, I think, couldn't quite follow through the way he wanted to, but Tweetman dives into the pits anyway. He's going to try some fresh rubber. They Hate Melty's just going to keep going. That was quite a chaotic first half hour. How's the rest of the race going to be? A really long pit stop here. Tweetman out in 3rd behind McFlurry Twist, but he has jumped the 2 Race Asylum cars. And this is the important pit stop. They Hate Melty goes into the pits. Meanwhile, Kevman there, just a little bit too wide, puts the tyre out onto the grass, and that is enough to turn him around. And it looks as though he collected Bombastic there as well. Oh, he did.
Go on, Mr. Bombastic.
That was very unfortunate. Both cars with damage.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And it looks as though Mr. Bombastic's retired the car. So it's gone from bad to worse for him. Some sort of issue there. It's usually a connection issue when that happens. Meanwhile, McFlurry Twist and the sister team currently leading the race by around 11 seconds, but They Hate Melty he's catching up so fast. Can't Tweetman do anything about Melty? That last section there, so difficult. Oh, Tweetman they couldn't quite get the car stopped in time. The damage to front area, I was going to try and clear that as quickly as possible with a pit stop.
Why can't I take this corner anymore?
That promotes Roxilla to 3rd. So not a good day at the office so far for
He's a
Tweetman.
minute ahead of me anyway, so I messed up. When I mess up, I always mess up when I just come out of the pits. I lose a lot of time. I have to go back into the pits and get it fixed.
Seems like the balance of these cars is very different to how it's been in the previous races. The drivers getting caught out with that. Far more incidents than we've seen at Laguna Seca and at Spa. especially this early on. So when the driver's concentration starts to go, in about half an hour's time, things should get even worse for them.
Oh, every time. Put me the
Got a car around again. Oh, it's Roxilla again.
Same time, same place.
He's at least managed to avoid damage this time.
Just coming to the end of my stint, I always spin on that.
Oh, I just managed to stop in time. Just brushes the barrier.
The chicane.
Very unfortunate.
At least at the end of the stint, I always mess up the beginning of the stint.
Roxilla has at least still got that third place though.
Out lap.
They get Melty's caught up with McFlurry twist. Melty is absolutely on a charge. What's really amazing is that with all his speed he's carrying, he hasn't actually had any kind of incidents yet. Whereas other drivers have been having some real issues with that last sector. Has a look. Is he going up inside of McFlurry? Is McFlurry going to defend? Does McFlurry think his race is with Melty? Leaves the door open. So I think McFlurry Twist there deciding that a battle through the last sector isn't in his best interest. And perhaps the pace difference of Melty and McFlurry is just different enough to warrant not racing against each other. Oh, we've got a Roxilla off again. Oh, how did that happen this time? It's that same sector again. Having some real issues there. Well, this time he hits the sausage on the way in, so a different kind of accident, but in the same place for Roxilla. No damage, you can just keep going. But fourth place, and really struggling to keep up. He's going to need some sort of instant from one of the top three drivers, I think, to get himself back into contention. Daniel Legend there, very, very wide there, and he's got a sprinkler right behind him.
So, sorry first.
Oh, so what an instant as well on track with Kevman in the vest.
I just braked too late, I thought.
Kevman coming up to lap his teammate in the competition car.
Oh, well, I wasn't planning on overtaking you, I just braked.
Oh, the difference in speed there caught them out. Back to the battle between Daniel Legend and Sprinkler though. About half a second separates them. Oh, Daniel Legend there gets a little bit eager on the power. That Sprinkler through, but what an amazing save there by Daniel Legend. Absolutely showing why he deserves that name. But he's got no rear tyres left on that car. Wow, action all the way down the field. They Hate Melty comes through the final corner. Get onto the 31st lap. Expecting about 62 laps, I think. Based on how far into the race we are now, just over halfway. And They Hate Melty is your race leader, and he is over 20 seconds in front of McFlurry Twist in second. So that's another performance like we saw in the first race at Laguna Seca. They Hate Melty is just on a Schumacher-esque drive. Michael, not Mick. That's very slow there. That's Tweetman very slow in the first sector. What's happened to him? Sorry, it's not the second sector. Too much speed perhaps? Yeah, just touch the grass with the rear wheel and that's it. Spun him around. No damage. The only loss is time. But for the sake of his championship, Tweetman can't be throwing away time like that. Well, Sprinkler's off from the lead of the competition class. What's he done? We're in the first
sorry about that, Sprinkler.
sector.
I had no idea where you were going.
Oh, he got clipped there by Tweetman.
Into my line, sorry. Bro. You went left so far, I wasn't sure what was happening.
Sorry about the dive vest.
That's alright, I know you can't do it.
Good that we have the radio system so the drivers can apologise to each other. Sprinkler maintains the lead of that class.
Boy, are you talking?
Meanwhile, we've got... Is this a
No!
Oh, okay. It starts to get very, very dicey now. 6th, 5th and 8th altogether. So that gives you some idea of how topsy-turvy the field gets. We have some drivers who are just so much faster than others. Here we've got a three-way lapping battle. Sprinkler wants to get past the Vest in front of him, and Roxilla wants to get past them both.
30 minutes remaining.
Roxilla out very, very wide. Where's he going? Oh, he's done it. He made it stick. Wow, got them both off track. A bit of a brave move. Takes a penalty for it. That's unfortunate. Less than half an hour remaining now. They hate Melty. A minute and a half ahead of second place McFlurry. It's incredible. Where is he finding this speed from?
He's just taking the mickey now. He sent that message while he's on his outlap.
Melty, just a young lad. Driving his bedroom on his Logitech wheel.
How far ahead is he of the P2?
He's currently 52 seconds ahead.
And we put it together, so that is a net.
The drivers there showing their amazement for this performance. It's hard to say how anybody can catch Melty now. What about the other places on the podium?
I don't know how he's able to fuel save and still go fast.
McFlurry Twist in second. Tweetman in third. Roxilla in fourth. Oh, Kevman takes third. So he's jumped Tweetman while he was in the pits, but I think...
Oh my god.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag out there.
John Boy, no! So, I hope that wasn't
We've got a car in the gravel. That's John Boy. What's happened to the other Red Bull driver?
Who just died?
John Boy.
We've got Tweetman in the background there. Has there been shenanigans?
He spun.
No. Oh. Right, John Boy just lost it, but he lost it right in front of Tweetman.
Back to the pits we go.
Both cars with damage there.
Ruined my day a little
Oh, so things go from
God, what's happening like I said last night?
things go from bad to worse for Tweetman. John Boy having to limp to the pits.
This heavy damage is just so annoying.
That's why I'm
Oh, I just got a fast second.
I'm getting the odd fastest sector, but then I ruin it up in every other sector.
We've got sector 1, I got the fastest. Oh.
You can hear how the drivers are struggling here. The messages on the radio. Around 25 minutes to go now. Look for a twist in second. About a minute behind Melty. About 45 seconds ahead of Kevman.
There goes my fastest.
Speaking of Kevman, here he is doing a little bit of off-roading. Not what these cars are designed for. What's he done? It's that last sector again. Gets everyone out, and that's just a really unusual place to lose it.
But racing softs is better than the super softs.
It was almost like the back end went and then suddenly found grip. He's managed to maintain that third place though. Still got over 30 seconds to fourth place man Roxilla. Oh, we've got a car in the wall. That was a heavy impact from Sharp Sir. What happened then?
Roxilla, are you going to make it to the end on fuel and tyres?
I've got 3.7 fuel. Should be alright for fuel. Tyres. Tyres are fine.
So Sharp Sir managing to
It's a little tight on fuel.
steer the car away from the wall. Save the car from damage, so that keeps him ahead of the Vest.
Oh great, I think I might make it on fuel.
Tweetman making his last...
So I might be able to stay ahead of him.
I hate this track so much.
Last splash and dash.
This is the last track
If
ever.
you change gear around 25%, it saves a load of fuel, like 0.3 a lap.
Kevman,
Well, I'm just over halfway with fuel. And how many laps is it to go? About 2.
I've got 3.1 laps.
Kevman looks like he's got enough fuel to make it to the end, so he might actually beat Tweetman here.
Yeah.
As a result of that damage earlier, Tweetman having to pit. There's about a minute left. Can Tweetman catch up with Kevman for fourth place? It looks as though Melty has the top spot of the podium sewn up. Up for it to a second, Roxilla third.
Should just make it. I've got 2 laps of fuel left.
Tweetman on a purple lap at the moment.
Oh no. I will make it. Just maybe less melty.
Yeah.
This
Melty's his last lap behind.
the Scurry car has the racing super softs on, so Tweetman going for an absolute banzai final couple of laps. He wants that position from Kevman. This is going to be a phenomenal battle.
Let's get a purple lap there.
Oh, Tweetman takes the fastest lap of the race.
Tweetman, this last lap.
He's
Yeah, 3 tenths up on that first 2 sectors, and the last sector freaking gone.
absolutely flying, Tweetman. Don't think he put much fuel in the car. Racing super softs.
Back market.
That car couldn't be much faster. But it's the final lap. Here comes Melty for the win. So far ahead that the time's not even updated for McFlurry Twist. In second, Daniel Legend has finished 7th. So he's our first finisher. Which means he's going to finish second in the competition class. Good result. Very good result. But Melty has really schooled
He says, come on, Melty GG.
these drivers today. As he comes through the final corner, Roxilla takes third place.
I don't understand
Melty can clearly very happy. McFlurry second, so that's your podium. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh no! Kevman, he's thrown away his 4th place. Oh, just pushed too hard trying to stay ahead of Tweetman.
Could have had that. Should have had that.
Oh,
Last corner. Spun it.
unlucky. Tweetman takes 4th place. Kevman takes 5th.
I want to die. I hate this track so much.
Oh, I almost had it.
It looks as though Sprinkler's coming in to win his
I
first
forgot
race.
that I did all my practice, all my runs on the soft tyre. On the medium tyre, you use more fuel because you're on the throttle more because you're going slower. So everything was just chaos, and I was, yeah, I should have been on the soft tyre the whole.
Yep, Sprinkler wins the competition class. So there's your order: Melty, McFlurry, Roxilla, Tweetman,
How long were you
Kevman.
going on like a petrol tank, man? That was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What a race! Oh, and what a performance by this man, Melty.
Everyone.
Good for you. Daniel, well done, bro.
Let's go.
Well done, Melty.
Thank you very much.
Bravo, bravo.
I nearly had you. My goal was to last you.
Great to hear such
I know, I was making sure my
comradeship.
lap was my best
Almost
stint
beat
because I
Tweetman.
knew you were
Stupid.
Oh, don't worry, I crashed as well. Like just after that big long hairpin thing, like I kept
Yeah,
pinned it
I saw
there. I
you
was
go
like,
off.
ah!
And then for some
I thought
reason,
I
I just went straight on and through the first part, or just before the chicane. I don't know why, 'cause
it was-
I haven't messed up there the whole race. Not once.
Yeah, that was my tactic. Distract and destroy.
Distract and destroy.
There was a good racing at the end. I'm really sorry that had to end that chaotically.
So Melty is at the top of the tables with Tweetman in second on 19, just 1 point behind him. Then McFlurry, Roxilla, Kevman, and Golfy. In Tier B, John Boy, and then Daniel Legend again. 1 point separates them, followed by The Vest, Sprinkler, Kaz Converts, and Dom Lane. And in Tier C, we've got Zafra and Dens joint at the top. Gurnell, Zote, Machiares, Light Arrow, and Dark Arrow. So Red Bull Endurance Team are winning the championship by 2 points from Race Asylum Academy, then SSBB, and Ascuri, SSBB2, and E-Team Brit, who join us for the next race. Thank you very much for now. Bye-bye.